I'm gonna do the same.
So
Hopefully it
pressing
works.
Pressing start now. And meanwhile, these two are here just wondering, what are the weirdos are at it again. So, we have to go to Dr. Sakaki's room. Wait a moment. Is that? Oh.
Okay, let's
So
go.
apparently you can put the old characters in their old outfits,
Ah,
and so I did that with Alyssa,
nice.
and I'm just wondering if it will show up in the hub area.
Let's see. So is it enough to just talk to him?
I don't know. Romeo. I don't know. I'm just talking to random NPCs. Honestly, I really hope the hub area in God Eaters 3 is not this annoying.
Yeah, Alisa is still wearing the God Eater 2 outfit, so
Ah.
I'm just seeing her now.
So I do not recall what this enemy we have to fight is. So, a little fun fact. Did you know that I'm not sure if we talked about this. I think we did, but I cannot remember. Did you know that the World Health Organization has stated that... what do you call it? Has stated that...
Video game addiction is a disease?
Yes, video game addiction is a mental illness.
Yeah.
So,
I've
did
seen
we ever
that.
talk about that?
I don't think we ever talked about it, but I know about it. I heard quite a long time ago now. But I think it's like if you play more than 8 hours a day or something, or like people that really struggle to leave video games or whatever, like the ones that forget to feed and take care.
Well, that's me. So, can I sign up for? Can I sign up for? What do you call it? Can I sign up for welfare now? Can I just become a NEET? I just want to stay at home and play video games all day. Get my NEET bucks. Get my NEET bucks. Not step outside unless it's to go see. Actually, okay. So funny story. So, actually, you know how I say that Aya is this mess of a person who, she can't clean her room, she can't cook for herself, she has problems with focusing unless it's something she's really, really interested in. So, despite all that, she somehow is able to remind me to take care of myself. I constantly forget to eat, I constantly forget to sleep. I'm not joking. There are times where I'll kind of work until I just kind of fall asleep. As in, I will feel sleepy, but I'll just keep thinking to myself, I still need to work, I need to finish this. And then I'll just kind of fall asleep without realizing it. She actually, and that's actually bad because, if you're doing something important, then you just suddenly fall asleep,
Yeah.
But Aya will constantly remind me to go to sleep and to eat. And this is embarrassing, but she'll remind me to take a shower. So really, we complement each other quite well. I take care of her, she takes care of me. Good science, what is this abomination? I've never seen this enemy before.
Yeah, I'm seeing Alisa back in her old outfit now. I like it better this way.
She looks better in red and black than white, in my opinion. Plus her hair looks nice. I like her shorter hair. Speaking of shorter hair, so I've been reading this manga about this healer. It's just a generic stupid fantasy world thing, but the premise is this guy who's a healer. He joins the party of this what in your hand is going on? He joins the party of this female knight, and this guy has the best taste ever because he joins her party because he really likes her, and she has the greatest set of abs. And
So it's basically you, but in a manga form.
I do not have an abs fetish, and there is no proof that I do.
Yeah, yeah.
But so he's. The one thing I hate though is that it's kind of slowly turning into a.
Oh, as usual.
The chapters they're only I think about 15 chapters, and the chapters are really short. But this guy has some nice taste. But this guy's ab fetish goes beyond normal because he loves abs so much. He tries using magical eye drops that will let him see through people's skin so he can see their muscle fibers.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, oh, good science, I wish I could do that. Yeah, for meta science purposes, not because I love muscles or anything. I mean, my fetish will always be sensual. I mean, the short, I mean, flat-chested females that look adults. Yes, with short hair, of course. That will always be my fetish, and not centaurs or muscles. I swear.
And then right after that, the postman knocks at your door, and you receive a gigantic box, which turns out to be a horse on the hole.
Did I send you that image?
Yeah.
Again, it's something I found on my anime list. But funny you mentioned that. You want to know what I would not mind buying? Again, I do not have a muscle fetish, but I would not mind buying an abs. It wouldn't even be an Ona hole. It would just be this slab of firm body-like substance. I said that word again. That simulates the feeling of abs. Oh, so actually, I know I talked to you about this yesterday, but saying that just kind of reminds me of that hentai manga I read, where this guy had a book, and the book, and one of the books read, "Does it count as losing my virginity if I press my dick against a set of abs?"
Oh yeah, man.
Again, I don't have a muscle fetish, but you know, I would totes do that.
Man.
Now I'm remembering Kaneko from.
Oh.
Remembering Kaneko from.
I love Kaneko.
Emo Sai.
I love Kaneko.
Because I just love the dynamic. Honestly, one reason why I love Emo Sai is just because I like their portrayal of romance. It's not this kind of sugary sweet anime. I mean, it is, but it's not this super sugary sweet romance where it's like, oh, I love you, honey. Oh, I love you too. And they're being really awkward or something during dates. I mean, they kind of are, but it's two friends that are just kind of talking to each other
more
about
naturally.
their interests.
And I like the fact that she's not that typical oversensitive. You know, she gets embarrassed at every single reason ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the exact opposite. In fact, she's the one being super, you know, almost. I don't know what word would be the ideal. You know, the best way to describe it, but maybe you know what I'm saying. Like, she's very direct and just pervy. You know.
Yeah, but at the same time, she still has moments where she's embarrassed.
Yeah, but it's not, you know.
No, I'm saying so. It's not this flat kind of character where she's completely shameless. She does have bits of where even she gets embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if it doesn't happen often, but she's more embarrassed when it's about. You know, important things, I would say, as far as I remember, like not stuff like, oh my god, he saw my boobs or something. I don't know. he saw my panties. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. No, it's not that stereotype, and I like it. I like the fact that she's not afraid of saying how she feels as well. You know, she's just honest with herself.
And she'll even take pictures of... Why am I forgetting his name? It'll take pictures of the main character while he's naked.
Oh yeah, of his ass. And she's staring,
Yes.
she's staring at his ass on her phone.
Yeah.
I remember that scene when they go to the zoo or something, and oh, do you see this panda? He's so useless. He's just staying naked all day and not doing anything.
Yeah, how lewd.
And then she's
Like,
like,
he's exposing his balls to the world.
and she's like checking out, taking pics of like all the penises at the zoo,
And she's just casually scrolling through them on her phone
Yeah.
while they're taking a break.
and then you know she's like, oh, if it was you instead of the panda, I would go check you out every day or something like that. Like, if you were naked like that every day, I would come and check you, whatever she says. She's so great. I'm remembering all kinds of moments of the show, which is why I'm laughing, by the way. Like the one time she's trying to get her point across when they're drinking beer, whatever, and she cannot have beer because she's too young. And she's
Yes,
like,
and then she tries then this kind of wordplay that
yeah,
calls back to Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai happens.
yeah, exactly. Nandate? That's exactly what Kotaka will always say. Nandate?
And then I just love the I just love the back and forth they have. It's,
Yeah, it's awesome. There is real chemistry between the two. It doesn't feel, you know, just forced romance for fan service. It just feels natural. Like those two characters are really completing each other, I guess.
I one thing I really like is I especially like I'm saying that word,
like.
but at least I'm not saying it in the context of how I hate it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying it in the context of I enjoy when it happens.
Yeah.
Unlike, like you know, like because like you know like unlike that. I'm wondering if I probably will because I'm lazy and I'll just kind of do it by ear. I will probably add every time I say the word unlike to the count as well. But I just in one thing I really enjoyed as well. Well, not enjoyed, I liked, but one thing I liked was how when you see how they first met, even though the main character seems as if he would only go for immortal characters, when she first confesses to him, he really does seem into it. He's really excited about it, and he even considers accepting. But then, as soon as he sees how much better she is, I guess his complex kind of gets to him.
Yeah.
So he just cannot accept. He can't accept the confession unless he's on a similar level or something.
Yeah.
So.
Self-pride. I mean, it's not a thing I really understand, but you know, for the sake of the story, I understand, I suppose.
Yeah. He has a character flaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Like actual. Yes, that word again.
I remember.
Similar to an actual human being.
I remember how she first confessed and got sick.
She vomited.
Yeah, she vomited on him because she was too stressed or something. Like she was so nervous.
She was very nervous.
Yeah, she was extremely nervous. That's actually very cute when you think about it. Like at first she was super nervous, and then she just was, you know, bombarding him with confessions all the time. So much so
Yes.
that it sounded like it was just, she was just messing around. Like, hey, hello, senpai. Let's have sex. Like the first thing she says in the morning.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, what the hell is this is what kind of a greeting is that? I think that's what he said. Like, what kind of greeting is that?
Okay, you say that, and that reminds me of a story with
Maybe one day we won't have to fight the
with
origami
with
anymore.
Aya, where
We're all anxiously
so
awaiting your return. Safe.
oh shit. So there was this one time where I went to Aya's house. It was kind of late, and she was drinking, and I don't know why or how it kind of got to it, but within 5 minutes of me cleaning her room, she started pulling down my pants. And I just thought, I don't know why, but it's not a greeting because it happened 5 minutes later, but
But you mean the randomness, right? Like the
just the randomness of it. But I just thought it was funny where she was pulling down my, and she was having problems because I was in work pants, so I had a belt on and a zipper and all that stuff. Like, she tried pulling down my pants as if I were wearing sweatpants or something, jogging pants.
Oh yeah, I see.
Where it's just an elastic or something, and you can easily pull it down or pull it back up.
Uh,
I've told you this, that Aya and I have this really strange dynamic where I'm the prude, right?
yeah, you told me that.
This question may seem rather wild, but have you ever heard of a devouring apocalypse?
Sakaki, why are you telling me this? I already know this. I was there, remember?
Excellent. I'll keep it brief. Origami aim to swallow everything, even ultimately the entire planet. Thus, the devouring apocalypse. These massive disasters have occurred over and over again since the dawn of time. When the planet
dawn
was
of time?
destabilized, the apocalypse rises to set the
What?
balance
It's
right.
always been a thing
Essentially,
in that world.
the Earth resets and all life begins anew. Understand so far?
So I just kind of thought of something. So,
So,
Do you think that there would be some God Eaters who would be in absolute bliss because this is the ultimate vor fetish?
Oh man, I didn't think about
That
that.
explains the moon's greenie, if you will.
But that's funny to me.
Was safe from the singularity.
And then they would and then as soon as they're on the job, they realize how horrifying their fetish is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suspect so. Only a few people here at the branch know the whole truth of what happened.
Uh,
All of which brings me to the matter at hand. Are you all
you know what? Now that you talk about Vor, one thing I definitely don't want to try, but I know for a fact it does exist, is VR videos of Vor stuff.
Oh,
How much do you bet that exists?
no, it exists. I've seen that stuff's existed for a long time, even before VR headsets became popular.
Yeah, because I remember like seeing reaction videos of a video with Miku eating.
Oh, right, and with the Miku dance thing.
Yeah.
I remember sending that image to Reaper once.
And you probably asked him like, would you like this to happen to you?
I do not think he ever responded.
Wow.
This entire theory is based on the results of Miss Yuno's exam.
No, director, you.
I was not paying attention to the last couple of sentences.
Same.
What?
I'm truly sorry to say it, but I fear Miss Yuno has been chosen as the new singularity. Her infection has advanced much more rapidly.
Oh no, Yuno is going to become the new Shio.
Upon a more detailed
Awesome, she can eat me.
discovered a bias factor within her that echoed
No.
the singularity's
I
power.
was gonna ask you, really? You're into her?
No.
Her voice would grate on me.
No.
It appears the Black Plague's
I don't know.
bias
I was putting myself in the shoes of a,
transformed its host
if the character was a Vor I had a Vor fetish.
Ah.
The two are directly intertwined. The plague drains life from its
You know, like
host in an
the
attempt
character
to
at some point near the end, when the infection gets too much too advanced, like, will you promise me once things get bad, like, will you eat me? You know, instead of like saying something touching or those typical scenes. Like,
Such similar to how Shio asked to get her body eaten by Soma
yeah,
when she was dying, ish, sort of.
yeah.
I'm sure I will require your help. I hope I can count on all of you.
So I just thought of something.
Uh-huh.
So basically, the plague is turning certain individuals into the new Shio
Uh-huh.
to devour the planet. But Shio was self-aware and tried to not eat the planet, so why not just do that? Just have her not eat the planet
Yeah.
in the Ultimate Vor Fetish's dream?
I'm having flashbacks of God Eater Resurrection when I was always imagining Shio like looking at everybody like saying, you look delicious.
I thought she did. Did she not say something similar to that?
Maybe, I forgot.
That reminds me, I have not seen what the new clothes look like.
Oh yeah, same. I haven't.
There's that word again that I can never escape! Kind of... Okay, I like this one! The one I'm looking at.
Let's see, where is the thing? Equipment. Okay, here it is.
I'm changing my clothes because my character's been in the starting clothes for so long.
Oh, I can imagine that, yeah. It's been a long time. Oh, I remember those clothes from Resurrection, I think. I'm seeing some clothes from Resurrection. Again, I think, I'm not exactly sure, but...
Oh, it's better than the starting outfit. I just want more pants. I just want pants.
Oh, I can't...
What man wears pants?
What is that? Let's see. Huh. What is that? Oh, the maid outfit. Ah. I remember wearing one in Resurrection at some point.
Yes. You want to know what would be just great?
Uh-huh.
If there were a maid outfit similar to Mahoro's, because the maid outfit is just this kind of skimpy short skirt thing. There's no classical maid. That's one thing I really hate about these games. There's never this so I'm going to be breaking out looking up a picture, but anime maid types. So there are always these open image, a new tab. Okay, good. Pinterest actually gave me something I wanted.
Oh.
But I'm gonna send it to you through Skype, so and your browser is closed, so you may not see it. But every time there's a maid in anime, it's always this kind of mini skirt looking one, or it's this quote-unquote classical one. You never see the ones that have more, the classic one where it has all of these frills with a frilly apron and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
You never see this kind of simple maid outfit type of thing, where it's just kind of this long dress with a standard apron. I don't know why, but I like that.
I do as well.
Oh man, there's going to be so many there are going to be so many times added to the counter this episode. Ah. Oh no, not I hated this anime. Have you ever heard of an anime called He Is My Master?
Oh, I have a DVD collector's edition of it.
Hated that anime.
I hate it too, actually.
It's it's you're now my servants now because you broke that vase, which is worth a lot. And the little sister character, I hated her the most. The little sister and the alligator pet, they were the ones who were in what I hated how they had so much power in the family.
Oh yeah.
Like in the cast. Because, come on, the guy is already pathetic, but you're just making him even more pathetic by making him on the lowest end of the food chain on the family. Come on, give this guy a break a little bit at least.
Yeah, oh man, that series was made by Gainax as well, actually.
I hated this anime so much.
To think that I have, listen, like I found for dirt cheap years ago, a long time ago, the DVD box set with it came with an apron and postcards and all kind of shit.
Instruments are all showing nominal levels. Let's begin the mission.
Okay, where can I find it? Kohaku apron. No. Why did I look up apron? Tsukihime. Remake. People are going to crucify me for this. I'm going to get crucified if anything hears me say this, but there's this game called, well, it's a visual novel, called Tsukihime, and there's this one character named Kohaku, and the outfit she wears in the non-existent remake that was announced a decade ago. She wears this sort of Japanese style maid outfit, and I kind of like it.
Ah.
Wait, what am I doing? Feces.
What's going on?
Apparently Nana thinks Congos are cute or something, which I have to disagree with because they're annoying.
Yeah, they are. Oh man, I didn't even see. Oh, I'm getting really wrecked.
2 bosses appeared.
Yeah. Oh man,
I order you to fall back and heal.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
And I'm dead already.
Blood Alpha, all remaining God Eaters.
Alyssa's original outfit is just so great because she's wearing stockings.
Oh yeah. I missed it.
I mean, thigh-high boots are great and all, but come on,
Link
stockings!
support device
Yep.
activated. Link support devices online.
I love those.
Level 3.
Actually, this is a pretty typical thing you see with One-sound characters usually, I think.
Stockings.
Yeah.
Broken apart.
That... talking about stockings, and now I'm remembering this one anime. I say anime, but it's just a series of, I guess, vignettes, I guess? I have no idea what the origin is, because it's not my thing, but there's this anime DVD which is titled something along the lines of girl showing her panties while looking at you with a disgusted face. That's the title. Have you heard of it? It's on YouTube! Oh, Feast, I think you disconnected.
I don't know what just happened.
I think one of us disconnected.
Because I lost my internet. Okay,
So-
now I got it back.
Let's see. I'm trying to find that video now. Looks at you with a disgusted... Girl looks at you with a disgusted face while you,
Well, she shows you her panties while looking
Yes.
at you with a disgusted face. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've never heard of it?
Yeah, no, I only saw J-List posting stuff about that, but that's about the extent of it. I know there's a figurine of a church character doing that, but I never heard of a series.
Okay, here it is, part 1. No, it's called I Want You to Make a Disgusted Face and Show Me Your Underwear. And apparently you can buy it from... There's a Miko, a nun, a schoolgirl, a maid, I guess that's a... I don't know what that is, I guess farmer girl or something, and a nurse. I
Oh, really, man?
It sobbed! It sobbed!
It's subbed. It's an anime?
Yes, it's an anime! Just 10 minutes ago, I was but an ordinary maid, whose only worry was about which jam to spread on today's scones for afternoon tea. I'm just... That look of anticipation in your eyes brings me nothing but displeasure. I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's because I'm not a masochist. Oh, by the way, I started up a new room.
Okay.
What an utterly irredeemable human being. I'm not a masochist. Wow, 85. But I just don't understand this fetish.
I don't know. I don't either.
All of it is on YouTube. All of it.
Wow. The Ethernet cable is not plugged in. That's what it says to my PS4.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe it came loose?
This is weird. I don't know what's going on. Let's see.
I'm glad I'm looking this up on incognito mode because I don't want... Because honestly, this is just not my fetish. I think it's funny. Okay, it's the one of them is an idol.
My PS4 says the connection is working though. So I just did an internet connection test. Let's see. I'm gonna try again. Now it's working. No, it's not. Oh no, it is connecting, I think. It just said that now it's connecting, so I don't know. Maybe it's the bug I told you about with my PS4, although the conversation also got so I don't know what's going on with that at all. Maybe the modem, maybe the modem kind of had an interruption. Or I joined, by the way.
Oh right. I'm just skimming through these, and I'm thinking, why a nun? It's kind of dumb that a nun would do this.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I know it's a fetish, it's a thing. I've masturbated to nun hentai before, but still, I wouldn't think that a nun would do that. Then again, the Catholic Church is full of pedophiles. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that, you know how there are all of these accusations against priests of the Catholic Church for being pedophiles?
Uh-huh.
I would not be surprised if a lot of the nuns are as well.
Oh yeah.
Because it just kind of. Where there's smoke, there's fire, I guess the saying would be.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we don't know, and we better not. I don't want to know.
Well, I think they should be known for the sake of.
Yeah, they
well,
should be known. There's just me. I just don't want to. I don't want to really think about.
I do not want to find out that the priest that I spent time with when I was going to church was diddling little kids.
Yeah, basically.
That would be no, please no.
Oh man. I know it has nothing to do with that, but I'm thinking back to, again, the anime we talked about a few episodes ago with the succubus, raping the young...
No!
teenager.
No! We're not talking about this!
And actually having a child. Oh man. Sometimes Japanese people can make the most messed up stuff in like regular series, and you don't really realize it until you really look at it and think, what the fuck is this shit? Because this is not a hentai or anything, it's just a regular anime series, but once you think about it, it's really bad. Really, really bad. You still here?
When it comes to food,
I'm just kind of on YouTube now, just looking at seeing random videos
Oh.
of
Oh.
people that I used to follow. Then they started up new channels.
Okay, I thought you were about to say women showing their panties with faces of disgust.
No, I want them to. I'm too much of a sadist to be into that. Do you know how weird it is? Being partially kind of a sadist, but your wife is too?
Yeah, two sadists. That's
And
it's
how
funny. It's funny how you say you're a prude, but you're a sadist at the same time.
Well, I'm kind of a. If it does not, if I'm drunk by lewds. If I'm drunk, I act more, and I'm not as much of a prude. But when it comes to being sober, I'm very much a prude. But do you know how much I want to do all of the. I want to do all the sadistic, light. I'm not even that much of a sadist. It's more like light sadism. How much I want to do this to Aya, but then I can't because she doesn't like it. But then she does it to me.
And basically, it becomes a sadist contest. Sadist.
No, it doesn't become a sadist contest because Aya's the sadist and she's the one that wears pants in our relationship. The best way I can describe it is Aya's the one who's in charge of the relationship. That is the best way I can describe it.
So she's a none-san.
I am not. No?
No?
But the best way I can describe it is what she says goes.
Okay, I see.
Origami vision has been clouded. You can move freely. Origami is now restrained.
When you said, when I'm sober, I'm a prude, I'm thinking in my head, shows a flashback of the shower scene in the vlogs.
No joke, that unironically kind of happened between Aya and I, where after cleaning her room, I had to take a shower one day because it was just that bad. And the door was locked, but I forgot to lock it. And she just kind of walked in as I was getting out, and I did scream.
Oh, that reminds me of, what was it called? Majide watashi ni koi shinasai. Majikoi.
Oh, with Sheena?
Yeah, like, the guy is like, ah!
How could no one not like her? How could she, I hate how she didn't win. There's no way she can win unless you're reading the visual novel. I mean, obviously from the anime, I forget her name. The girl that rejected him at the beginning is main girl.
Yeah.
But come on, Sheena's so great.
Oh yeah. You mean the one that was spending the entire series trying to rape him?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so sexually attractive when a female tries to rape a male.
Yeah.
When a sexually attractive female tries to rape a male.
Yeah, because if it's not, then it becomes scary.
Oh, that reminds me. Danmachi Season 2. It's gonna be really scary.
When is it happening, by the way? Because we have one season left. In this
Not
year.
soon enough. I want more people to read the light novel, though. Because the light novel is so much better!
Yeah, but I'm wondering this because there's still a lot of series that are scheduled for 2018, but there is 4 months left in the year.
By the way, I just realized that we're not fighting the correct things.
Shit.
So just run away.
Okay, we can ignore these, I guess.
Yes, we can ignore. I mean, it's going after me, but
Where are you? Where are you? Oh, okay, here.
this thing's going after me. We're not supposed to kill this thing. I mean, we can, but you know that'd be a waste of time.
So we're supposed to beat this thing that is raging right now, or whatever?
No, it's just following me because I can't get rid of it.
Oh,
But we're supposed to be fighting something else,
I see.
and it just keeps going after me because
It likes you, maybe.
Okay, so. Okay, the other NPCs are distracting it, so now we can just go fight the
Link support device is
thing we're
now
supposed to
spreading its
fight.
effects through the combat zone. You're in burst 3. Wipe the enemies out.
Oh man, time flies. I remember when Majiko was made into an anime like if it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, really. Because
Too bad the anime was awful.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't it in 2011 when it happened?
Stop making me feel old!
Yeah, I know, right? I was 20 years old. Holy shit.
Species! The NPCs brought the other enemy here!
7 years ago. Man, that's kind of crazy, really. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Even Hatsune Miku, I think she started becoming a thing in 2007.
Well, she was always a thing, but she started gaining a lot more popularity.
Yeah. So, 11 years ago. Yeah.
I remember Machikoi because that's when I started getting back into anime.
Same, actually. But,
But yeah, before then I was just reading manga instead.
Origami is now restrained.
But
I'm thinking back to some scenes, though, from Majikoi, and it's making me laugh. I still remember it, somehow. Like, the way the anime looks, and...
I remember that the main villain, the robot girl, she was actually planned to be for the visual novel, but it was supposed to be for a sequel or something, I think. But because she hadn't been fully fleshed out in the visual novel yet, in the planning stage, she was in the planning stages. They hadn't really thought of anything, so they just made up this weird thing with her, and they made her an antagonist where she's completely different in the visual novel, I believe.
Wow.
The origami is bringing
shit.
out its attack
Wasn't there a scene where, what's her name again? Bust Girl, that, she tied him to a chair and forced him to watch porn or something, to turn him on or something. I forgot, but...
I cannot remember, but I remember there was this one scene where he had this elaborate setup to watch this porn cassette!
Oh yeah, porn cassette, that's what it was.
And there was this really strange, and she wired his VCR to a live video feed of her.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay, my bad. That's the scene I was
I-
talking about.
And I cannot remember. I think he got angry
Yeah.
that she'd messed with his super rare porn VHS.
It's funny how it was VHS.
I was thinking VHS. Good science. Actually, the thing is, I was not impressed because I was still watching. I still had a non HD television at the time. I had a 720p screen, but that was for my PC at the time. But no, if it was in 2011, no, I did not even have my my PC. I was still using a laptop at that point. So, I was still using an SD tube television at that time. So I still had a VHS player in my room
Oh wow.
because my television didn't work correctly. So what I had to do was I had to hook up the cable box to because I had a cable box. I had to hook up the cable box to a VHS player, and the VHS player had to hook up to the television through what do you call it through the RGB through the composite cables. And I miss that old VHS player because it was I mean, it was a JVC, so it was pretty decent. But I just feel nostalgic for that old cable box just because I did so much with that. I remember playing Final Fantasy on one of those mini televisions that had VHS. That
Oh
had VHS
yeah,
player
those
built in.
combos, like the TV
And had-
VHS combo.
And it was mono sound.
Oh man.
I remember finishing Final Fantasy 13 on that.
Wow, that's amazing.
I would have it right next to my. I would
Wait.
have it on my desk.
You finished
and
Final
I-
Fantasy 13?
Yeah, on the original one.
Wow.
And
All remaining guards
I had that set on my desk, and it was right next to my laptop, and it was right next to my laptop, and on my television I would just have some random channel on. I remember one channel I kept on all the time for some reason. It was this channel called Spike TV, which had all of these man shows on it all the time.
You know,
There was literally a show called Mansers,
wow.
where it was about shows. It was this terrible show about things guys would ask, such as, "Could you live off beer?"
Oh man. You know, it has nothing to do with it really, but it reminds me like we're talking about VHS and stuff. And I'm remembering, have you ever watched or read the manga Am I Goddess?
Oh, I remember that.
And
I watched a few episodes and read the manga, and I just kept watching.
yeah, I didn't drop it. I watched everything from beginning to end, like everything that got released. I kind of like it. It's very charming. But anyway, there is a scene that cracks me up where you have to remember that I believe the first volume came out in the 80s. And so at the beginning of the show, you get to see those two friends. I don't know if it was two friends, I think it was. The senpais of the main character. Like, they go to a shop buying something, and they find a CD, and they're like, what the hell is this? Like, you know, completely dumbfounded, like they don't know what a CD is. And they come back home, buy that CD, and put the CD on a record player with the needle on it.
I don't remember that.
And the demon comes out of the CD saying, "What the fuck are you doing? This is not how you're supposed to read CD."
Oh, that. So, funny story. So you know this, but the manga is still going on.
Yeah.
And they treat it still takes place. It still quote unquote takes place in the 80s, but I don't know how they treat technology. But I know that the fashion is very current.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder. So it takes place in the 80s, yet it has modern. It has current fashion. Characters wear clothes that you would not wear in the 80s. But I wonder how they treat technology if it's still stuck in the 80s.
Yeah. I'm remembering one of the latest OVAs that came out in recent years with the one about forming a heavy metal band. That cracked me up. Like you see them playing heavy metal, it's really funny on stage. Yeah, it's so out of place. It's really funny.
I'm remembering this. There's this one hentai artist who he writes the most depraved. Okay, I've seen worse, but it's still pretty depraved. It's Futanari. Like he draws a lot of Futanari with females that have testicles.
Oh wow.
And there's a lot of testicle torture. Oh wow, we beat it. There's testicle torture. This nipple insertion where they insert their. I like this. It's a lot of this pretty depraved stuff. Pretty depraved for you, but it's just I've seen this before.
Where is the dead body so I can eat it?
I'm jumping.
Oh my god, could you imagine taking out of context what this sounds like?
Where's the dead body? I'm jumping.
So I can eat it.
It disappeared.
Oh shit. Fuck.
He draws all of this depraved stuff. I for some reason, because it's the last Oh My Goddess hentai I've seen. Because I remember there used to be a fair amount of Oh My Goddess hentai. But because it was the last one that I can recall, there was this for some reason I'm remembering this one where the main character of Oh My Goddess, he's this huge pervert who's really into her smell. So he starts sniffing the toilet after every time she goes.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's so weird.
Oh, that's disgusting. It's funny because in the anime, he's like this very innocent guy. Like nothing ever happens with Belle Dandy. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Belle Dandy, and
she's just as useless as him though. Like both of them are very prude.
I just find it so funny.
Oh, here's Evil Girl.
Oh, speaking of circular screens.
The final test is here.
So,
Everything will go just as we planned, Julius.
So, you know how sometimes we have those quests where it's multiple quests in one?
Mm-hmm.
If you, so, with one of the characters, the one that I hate, but I'm just adding him to the quest because I want to do his character episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But, he pulls out a smartphone, and guess what? The smartphones are circular too.
So
they're not circular, but they have circular ends, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see.
So you know how the PS Vita looks?
Yeah.
It's that shape.
Oh. Okay.
But they're also, but again, circular.
Of course. I swore to you.
We'll never get over that.
Because it's dumb.
It
I've come
is.
to a decision.
As far as
To a measure of peace.
screen
Together, we shall nurture the
usage,
gods
whatever you
of
want to call it, like, you
With
know,
them,
optimizing the
there shall be no
screen
need for
goes,
God
it's
to
very
risk
bad.
their lives against the
Oh.
origami. It may sound almost mad now, but think of it all. No God Eater would ever have to die. We'd never suffer another loss like sweet Romeo.
So, you know how they're talking about the God Arc soldiers in this scene?
Mm-hmm.
The God Arc soldiers have it now. They have incorporated the plague
So,
bias factor. They've been taught by your courage, trained in your blood.
He's not
power,
doing very good, is he?
strengthened by your
Yeah,
spirit.
he's dying, but... So I just thought it was funny. So these God Arc soldiers,
They are
just
almost as perfect a soldier as
just
you are.
like God
No
Arcs,
God
they
will
are
ever have to
origami.
die, Julius.
Mm-hmm.
For you
Because
will
only
live
origami can
forever
fight origami,
inside my God
which is,
Arc
you know,
soldiers.
which is why God Eaters use God Arcs, because God Arcs are just weaponized origami. So, what makes them think that the God Arc soldiers won't eventually go out of control, seeing as how everything
No,
that
my Julius.
God
This
that
mission you chose.
origami eats, you know, they're always evolving and whatnot based on what they eat. So, logically speaking, wouldn't at least one eventually grow not self-aware, but go rogue, and then,
That is meaningless.
you know?
You will be sovereign over all mankind. When at last you overcome this final ordeal,
You know, I'm just wondering, they talk about Julius training all of these God Arc soldiers, but all he's doing is sitting in a chair.
Rachel! No!
Oh, now he's dead.
Huh.
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, Julius, you are an angel. My sweet, precious Julius. I knew
Rape time!
from the very first moment I laid eyes on
Really
you.
now?
And when the restless god told me that of all the chosen, it was you who could grant my wish, what began as a suspicion became assurance. Since my true birth, I have been dedicated to this task, to burn away the corrupted old world. And
That's
raise the
so
light of
cliche.
dawn over
We've
a
seen that
new
so
one.
many times.
I know.
This earth is kindling now. All its people have served, each one a loyal pawn. Well, no, it isn't true. All save you, my valiant knight.
So I know that Julius will
much to
survive
do
in the end and
and
he
little
becomes a
time.
farmer or something.
Until then,
But-
my perfect Julius, sleep well. A rest well earned, my knight.
I don't know, I was kind of looking forward to killing him.
Well, I think it's a good.
Yeah, it's a good place to end. It's already been an hour anyway.
Huh.
I mean, the episode's probably going to be maybe 45 minutes for me because I have to edit out that connection problem we had, but
Yeah, I have to do the same as well. I'll try anyway.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to end the recording now.
戦えファルコム社ザナブーの正義のために
決めポーズよゴー！民主主義